Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, Executive Producer of the Female Solution Radio Show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on Hgher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, ZeldaSpeaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Hgher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Hi, my name is Julie Myrista. I'm with the American Heart Association, and we have been up to our ears in sweetened beverage tax, so I so much appreciated the 5-minute meditation today that allowed me to get back to my center, take a few deep breaths, and really focus on what's important.
Shalom and good God morning. And thank you for joining me today on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution. It's your Monday morning mindfulness with ZeldaSpeaks. Mindfulness stress release coach. I'm just here to make your day better.
Hi, my name is Kim Davis, and I'm just so excited to be a part of the mindfulness exercise that we did today. Miss Zelda was excellent with allowing us to really relax in providing us with techniques of breathing to just sort of let things float off of you and get your mind in a right framework to just receive and be receptive, and above all, to be comfortable within yourself. So I thank you, Miss Zelda. I'll be tuning in more to your YouTube channel to find even more mindfulness exercises. And during this time in our lives, some of us anyway, we need to do things to relax and let go and just slow the mind down. So for that, Miss Zelda, I thank you and continue to do the great work.
Thank you for joining me today. We're live in 2 minutes. Well, actually, we're live now. Do, 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 do. Grand Rising. And thank you so very much for joining me this day on the Female Solution, Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We're just here to start your week off with a mindfulness stress relief session because there is so much chaos and confusion in the world out there. It is imperative that we spend some time in here, self-quarantine, so that we can prepare for this day. As the beloved late Dr. Maya Angelou says, before you face the day, face the spirit that is within you. And I am loving the spirit that is within you, that is also within me, as I'm getting Facebook's good morning, grand rising. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Arthur Simmons, my old buddy from my days at Gospel Radio 1390. It is a privilege and a pleasure to be before you here this morning. Happy Earth Day, birthday, born day. If today's your birthday, if you're celebrating your birthday, we are wishing you the best for this day as any other day. And we keep you in prayer and your family in prayer as well, especially for the sick and the shut in and those who are infected in the mind, and those who are affected physically in the body by the pandemic that is occurring across the globe right now, which has been in place since the day I was born over 50 years ago. I've been doing some research thanks to Brother Kwame, who will be joining us in the 7:30 hour. Condolences to the families affected by coronavirus. My family is affected just like everyone else. Fortunately, no one has left the planet, but if they have left the planet, it's their time to move on and go elsewhere. It's that simple. You know, we're electricity. This is a temporary housing, temporary vessel. So, and we get caught up in it. We're all emotional because we're emotional based. We're loving and warm and sensitive people, but we got to get beyond that, people. We've got to know where we are, who we are. We're electrical. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, during the course of this day. Today's topic is, does corporate America have the answers to racism? Ooh, really? You would think so, since they're throwing money at us left and right. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in a little bit. But first, if you're listening online, thank you so much for joining us here on social media, on Facebook.com, ZeldaSpeaks, and on Twitter and Instagram. We are live, Zelda Speaks to you. That's Zelda Speaks, the number 2, and you. And also Zelda Speaks, Zelda Speaks to me. That's number 2 and me. So thank you for joining us this morning on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. And yes, I think corporate America thinks they have the answer. That's the topic today. Does corporate America have the answer to racism? And Brother Elder Kwame Sunhorse, a brother with so much knowledge, he is always sharing so much with me so that I can share it with you, and I greatly appreciate that. He'll be joining us in the 7:30 hour. If you're listening online, we'd love to have your comments. If you'd like to call in after 7:30, 515-605-9325. Remember to press 1 to speak, and be sure, and while you're on the internet this morning, be sure and like and subscribe us at the Higher Learning Network TV show. That is our channel, which airs Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. That's youtube.com, Higher Learning TV show. And if you would be so kind to share this information, because everybody needs to be enlightened, inspired, and informed. So as we move forward, if you are one of those people who likes to read, then I suggest that you go to our blog, Hgher Learning Network, nfp.blogspot.com. And if you have been quarantined like most of the world has, and you are not feeling 100%, maybe it's time we do some research and discover why. We can't depend on radio and television because it's 24/7, CNN, ABC, CBS, Fox 32. They're going to tell you their agenda for television, as you may know, and you may not know. So that's why we're here. And we know that if you're here on The Female Solution, that you are an independent thinker and you do not depend on the lies of television, as our sister Viata talked about last night on the show. Soul Purpose Healing. OMG. Have you ever heard of a med bed? People, we have the capacity to heal ourselves and we don't even know it. If you did not listen to my last night's show, blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution, Soul Purpose Healing with Viata, you owe it to yourself to get that information and not keep it to yourself, but to share it, because that's what this is all about. So it's all about a healing. And if you are in need of a physical healing, you have pain or inflammation, I have information available for you at my natural healing site, and it's called zelda.now.site. And if you're tired of being broke, you want to join with others of like mind who are dedicated and concerned with the well-being of its fellow humans, then you might want to join and start investing in yourself in Bitcoin. If you're tired of your tax dollars being taken, well, because Bitcoin is not taken, it's not taxed, I should say. It shows what it is and how we grow it. So if you want to get that information, just go to ZeldaRobinsonSpeaks.blogtalk.com, and that information is there. Also, while you're there, I can give you information on other things as well. But anyway, be sure, if you've been inside quarantine, chances are you're overeating. You may have gained a few pounds, and you need to go to diabeticdonut.com to see how that's going to affect you down the line. People are dying. The young man, Dr. J, who was supposed to be on today, his father, this was my chiropractor, one of my healing practitioners, helped me maintain this vessel that I'm in. His father, diabetes complications. He's in the hospital, so he couldn't make it today. So thank you, Kwame, Sunhorse, for joining us this morning. So go to diabeticdonut.com. It is 7:13 this morning, and we're about to take a look at your traffic, which is brought to you by Karen Kelly of itex.com. If you are a business or an entrepreneur or who is in need of supplies or equipment for your business, then you need to be a member of itex, because we invest dollars in our businesses, but they're trade dollars. They're not U.S. dollars, and it's brokered. It's recognized by the U.S. Department of Treasury, IRS, and you can get whatever you need for your business. So go to itex.com. Be sure and use the promo code ZELDA, Z-E-L-D-A. I give thanks to the elders this morning, Richard Peggy, and many, many others who came before me to make my way possible. As we take a look at the Kennedy inbound, it's 16 minutes on the inbound, 18 minutes on the reverse. On the Eaton's, 25 in, 21 on the outbound. On the Eisenhower, a little bit slower, 28 in, 24 out. On the Stevenson, there are pocket delays, Harlem to Central, due to an accident there, and it's 16 on the outbound. On the Dan Ryan, 16 in and 17 on the outbound. At 115th Street, a light pole is down near the Bishop Ford. There's an accident near 147th Street. There's a car on the side of the road causing major delays. So on the Bishop Ford, those delays are all the way over to Stony Island. So expect delays there. It's 16 minutes in and 14 out. Lakeshore Drive, 11 minutes in both directions. And that is your traffic and weather sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Tomorrow, be sure and join us. Let's talk about it with Maika. And on Wednesday, Naima Latif and Kareem Hamid, repairing family relationships. Thursday, Family Matters with Wendy City DeLoach, our attorney at law here. And Friday, Health and Wellness with Viata. And if you are in the mindset of awakening, here's something to awaken to. Listen to this. I'm reading to you today from the Nonviolent Right to Vote Movement Almanac by Helen Bevel, who's also known as Maika. Let's talk about it with Maika on Tuesday morning. And it says, because of the nature of man as spirit, mind, emotion, and body, the reality of nature as space, energy, elements, and motion, a just constitutional democratic republic of necessity must have 4 active branches of government: the legislative, the executive, the judicial, and the people. That's you and me. The precinct council, as an organized force to present on a consistent basis their legitimate needs, problems, interests, and will. And that is from James L. Bevel, the late James L. Bevel, who is the husband of Maika, Helen Bevel. So as you can see, this is a lot of information. It will take you a long time to read it, but it is so worth it. So if you'd like more information on that, you can call in tomorrow with Maika, and she will share that information with you. It is 7:17, Grand Rising. Lawrence Lenore, Lisa G, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're as warm as I am, because I am sweating bricks. I don't want to turn the air on. I really don't like the air. I like to sweat because sweating is good for you. Ever been to a sweat lodge? You are in for an experience. Our brother Kwame will be sharing that information with us shortly when he comes on, because he's the master of sweat lodges, the man who originated sweat lodges. He'll tell you all about that. But in the meantime, in between time, prepare yourself for Monday morning mindfulness meditation. That's right. It is time for you to sit up straight in your chair, feet flat on the floor. You should have nothing in your hands like I do, fanning, because I am hot. And I refuse to turn the air on, because in a few months I will will need to sweat. We all need to sweat. We've been cooped up. So you need to sweat those toxins out of your body. You're a little uncomfortable. So what? If you haven't chopped cotton in 100-degree weather, honey, this is nothing. Trust me when I tell you. Okay? Alrighty, sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. We are going to empower ourselves this morning with the power of the breath, because the breath is the armor. It is the first and sacred experience that you can have, because without breath, there's no life. But most of us don't know how to breathe correctly. And we breathe from a state of anxiety. When we're tension, when we're excited, that is not the way to breathe. In order to calm the body down, we need to send signals to the brain that sends signals to the heart, the liver, and the lungs, and the limbs, and the blood vessels, to keep them circulating and percolating in a positive and slow way. So we're going to inhale to the count of 5. Hold it. And exhale to the count of 5. And you're going to focus on the breath. You should feel your chest rise as you breathe in. Through the nose. Always breathing through the nose. Never through the mouth. Always through the nose. And as you exhale, feel your chest and your shoulders go down. So let us begin. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Close your eyes. You should not be looking at me. You should only see the inside of your eyelids. So breathe to yourself. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And exhale. As you continue counting to yourself, give thanks that you are at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing, because someone somewhere does not know this technique. Someone is in pain. Someone is confused. Someone is feeling guilty. Someone is feeling shameful, and that person is not you, because right now you are focused on the breath and all of the love and harmony and peace that it instills in you as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. As you breathe in. And as you breathe out. Continue breathing in and breathing out to yourself to the count of 5, and knowing that every breath that you take brings you closer to the divine consciousness in you, where there is no fear, there is no shame, there is no guilt. As we breathe in, we realize that it is the space between the breaths, as we inhale and exhale, that we connect to the divine, sacred space that guides us, guards us, and directs us. As we breathe in, and as we breathe out, as we feel the body relaxing, feeling so good. As we breathe in, we are sending messages from the top of our heads down through the forehead and the face and all the chakras in the body as we continue to breathe in. Sending love, light, and energy down throughout the entire body, through the shoulders, the solar plexus, the sides, the back, and the buttocks as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, continuing to send that energy down through the hips, thighs, the knees. Oh yes, those glorious knees that keep bending and keep us moving and traveling and moving forward. As we breathe in, and as we breathe out, sending that energy on down through the ankles, the arches, the heels, tendons, the toes, the ball, and the top of the feet, as we wiggle those toes and sending that energy back up through the feet. Breathing in, bringing that energy back up through the legs, the knees, as you feel that energy rising in those hips and those glorious big hips and big butt and little butts in all sizes, shapes, and forms. As we breathe in, and we give thanks for the breath that continues to rise up through the solar plexus, through the shoulders, into the arms, and the fingers, and the hands, as we move them and wiggle them, and wiggle the shoulders, and move that body as it circulates and percolates the divine energy, the divine structure known as you. As we breathe in, we give thanks that we are light, and we are love, and we are energy. As we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we become one with the stillness. As we give thanks for the brain that sends the signals from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. As we breathe in, giving thanks for the energy that is sent through our thoughts, through our mind, through our heart, our liver, our lungs, our kidneys, and our spleen, and our spine, and the systems in our body that work consistently without us even thinking about it while your eyes are still closed. As you breathe in and as you breathe out. And as you breathe in, giving thanks, knowing that you are always at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing, no matter what they say, it does not matter. Because what they say is none of your business. As you breathe in and as you breathe out. And two of the most powerful words that you can say during the course of the day is I am. And if you read scripture, you will know. Whatever you put after, you give voice to, you speak into existence after the words I am, it is what you become. It's what you are. You are simply awakening to it. I am happy. Breathe in. I am healthy. Breathe in. I am whole and complete. Inhale deeply. And as we breathe out, and just let that breath marinate and circulate and percolate through each and every fiber, ligament, tendon, and muscle in your electrical body as you breathe in and as we breathe out. Feel the joy in your body. Feel the electricity in your body. Feel the excitement of the cells that are circulating and percolating in the body and waking up and becoming alive so that you can be the very best that you can be this very day. Because you have been given an assignment and you are finally waking up to the assignment, knowing that as you breathe in, your life is in divine order. So let us say that together. My life, as we breathe in, is in divine order. I am happy. I am healthy. I am whole and complete. As we breathe in, I am judgment free. Let's say that again, because someone somewhere is judging you right now and you don't even know it. So you send them love, light, and energy as someone is trying to control you. I am divine light. Yes, I am. I am, as we breathe in. And as we breathe out. Repeat those words outside of your thinking. And I know your thinking has taken you to all kinds of places this morning. To your to-do list. To this woman is crazy, why am I breathing like this? To just thoughts. It has been a pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that we've shared something that will make your life a little bit more tolerable during this transition, the new normal. And I hope you'll share this video with someone and have a conversation with the elder today and learn something. And what you learned, share it. Share what you've learned anyway. Each one, teach one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Namaste. Hotel. Shalom.